get ready for my real great friend who's super great at comedy and absolutely very tall. Sam Miller, everybody!
I was trying to time the kick with the song. How we doing, Olympia? Doing good? Doing good? Oh, I didn't want you to start playing it again. I didn't want you to start playing it again.
I got it.
That was pretty good. What kind of stickers you got there?
That's organic broccoli.
No, it's organic broccoli.
Yeah.
Almonds, see?
Kombucha, tofu, kale.
Ew.
What
There you
hipster
go.
thing am I leaving out?
Man, I am not ready for banter. I'm not kind of ready for it. I got a couple of those people. My mom is here tonight. And my aunt is visiting from Italy. None of y'all thought I had an Italian aunt. Like those of you that know me know that my roots run very thin. And they make it to Spanaway. That's about it. Y'all know about Spanaway? Anybody ever been to Spanaway? Yeah, I love Spanaway this time of year. It's beautiful. The leaves are changing. The cops and their tasers buzzing. Poverty. It's pretty cool. Spanaway's nothing but just gravel and mean dogs. You know? Which is nice because it takes a minute for the dogs to get going. You know? That's tough. You're like, that sounds horrible. It's not. Yeah, I'm doing good though, man. I'm doing good. My kids are doing well. They have giant heads though. How many of y'all got kids in here? So few. Yeah, my mom. Yeah, I know. He's like, I do. He's right there. That's not how she talks. That's how I hear her. Sometimes when I do comedy in front of my mom, I just want to rebel and do the most rotten jokes I have. Just to like, because I still have that in me. I'm like, just like do 20 minutes on 9/11. I didn't even do a 9/11 joke. I just talked about 9/11 jokes. People were like, no way. Don't do it. I got really high on 9/11. But if it makes you feel any better, I got really high on 9/10 and 9/12 too. So, it wasn't anything special. Like I was still really bummed out. Like I was gonna get high. I was a fucking drug addict. So don't get all fucking sit in your tower. Not that one. God, I really didn't mean to do that. I said sit in your tower a lot. Jesus Christ, this isn't going well. I did comedy. One time, my mom. Okay, funny story. So I was 5 months into comedy, and I managed to get a gig opening for Gary Goldman. Have you ever heard of Gary Goldman? Yeah, he has a Netflix special, right? I was 5 months into comedy. I shouldn't have gotten this gig, but I got this gig, right? And I said, they're like, how much time can you do? And I was like, I can do 15 minutes. And I thought I could do 15 minutes. I probably couldn't do 15 minutes of comedy. I can do more than 15 minutes now, but 5 months in, wasn't really that way, right? So, but the thing is like the gig was at Evergreen State College, right? And I was like, oh, I could do 15 minutes at Evergreen. You know? Hey, that's an easy crowd, right? Let's go to Evergreen and just talk about weird drug 9/11 shit. And they'll be into it and they'll get credit for it. Right? Like that's what I was gonna do, right? So I was so excited about the whole Evergreen comedy thing that I didn't actually read the rest of the email. And it was at the Evergreen State College, but it was for the awards banquet for the Evergreen Athletic Association, which is a group of high school basketball coaches. So it turns out that my whole 9/11, I did a lot of drugs, birth control doesn't work set wasn't a huge hit with all these basketball coaches. Yeah, and it really bums me out because I love basketball. And I could have done basketball jokes. And I could never do basketball jokes for you guys, because probably there's 4 people in here that enjoy basketball. I'm not trying to stereotype this crowd, but there are 4 people in here who like basketball. So anyway, my mom goes to the show. Okay, so I did 15 minutes of comedy, and I got 15 laughs from 3 of the people. I got 2 people to laugh 12 times and 1 person to laugh 3 times. And there was 4 video cameras. So it's an athletics benefit show. There's 4 video cameras on me from different angles, right? And there's one that's zoomed in. And behind me is a 30-foot screen of me being projected, right? At one point, like, it was going so bad, and I started to sweat. I sweat all the time. It's intense. You should see me in bed. It's horrible. Actually, just don't think about that. Just keep paying attention to what I'm talking about right now. Don't think about me having sex and sweating. Now you can't help it. It's like, don't think about an elephant, and now you're thinking about me fucking. It's crazy. But anyway, there's these giant screens behind me, right? And like, it's zoomed in, and I'm looking at the screen, and they're zoomed in on me, and I see a bead of sweat on my face go, just get bigger, and then roll down my face. And I looked at the crowd, and I'll show you exactly what I did. I looked at the crowd, and I was go, God, that must be hard to watch. And then I went, imagine how it feels. And that was the biggest laugh that I got. Gary Goldman, who's a great comedian, he's been on HBO, Comedy Central, Netflix. He's in the back just going like this, like, get him out of here. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. So anyway, my mom's there, right? And we drove there together in her blue Subaru Forester. And I think that's important that everybody knows my mom drives a Subaru Forester. We're driving back, and she goes, it wasn't that bad. And I'm like, Mom, don't do that. All right? She goes, well, okay, well, maybe comedy's just not your thing. And I was like, too far. Too far, Mom. That's such bullshit. Are you having a good time from Italy, Constance? Is this weird? What did you think I was talking about? Did you think I was done? How much time do I have? I'm done, isn't I? Yeah. You said I'm done. Hey, I want to say something real quick. It's awesome to have you here. Connie, I'm glad you got to see me do comedy, especially when I'm just telling a story about my mom watching me do comedy. And I love you, Mom. And also, give it up. By the way, I just want to say this real quick. So I ran this show for a long time, and I loved it to death. And then I got really fucking tired of it because it's kind of a grind. And there's other people that have taken over this show, but nobody's doing as good of a job as this motherfucker is right here. And it makes me very happy. Give it up for your host, Henry Williams.
I don't know what Sam's talking about. I love basketball. I think everyone loves basketball.